I want to thank Mayor Frank Chilura. Is it pretty close? Temple Terrace, who said that he used to mow Pam Bondi's, our Attorney General's lawn when he was growing up.
Yes,
and I'll have to check with Pam, but I'm sure she will say he did a great job. But I want to thank Will Seckham for being here. He is doing a great job running Visit Florida. And since he's been there, we've had record tourism numbers. So congratulations. He travels the world making sure we get more tourists here. I want to thank Santiago Corrado with Visit Tampa Bay. He just had a great Bollywood. Had what, 25,000 people here. That's great. I've been to India and they love Bollywood. Today we have record news. And think about it, we want more jobs in our state. Tourism is a big driver. When people come here as tourists, they buy homes, they buy cars, they say, man, this is a nice place to live, low crime rate. So in the first quarter of this year, we had record tourism numbers, 26.7 million tourists. Every 85 tourists is another job. So we love more and more tourists here, and plus they pay a lot of sales tax, they help us put more money into education, things like that. But in the first quarter of this year, 1,125,000 jobs are tied to tourism in our state. That is a record number, so congratulations everybody. Now, every time you talk about whether it's tourism or ports or whatever, it's about a person. It's about a family. I grew up in a family that had struggled for a job. I remember my dad didn't have a job. So it's always nice to talk about how it impacts a family. So today I want to do an employee profile of Rick Lamphere. Rick will come up. Come on. Great name, Rick. Rick grew up in Tampa, started his career directing traffic in the parking lot at Busch Gardens in 1976. A lot of my great jobs. I threw newspapers, cleaned telephone booths. I think directing traffic would have been a lot of fun.
It was.
So, were you like one of those guys that made all the motions and made it interesting?
I made it as entertaining as I could.
A graduate of the University of South Florida who does a great job. They help create a lot of jobs here. He spent 2 years, working in business analysis before returning to Busch Gardens. Rick is now the Vice President of Operations and plays a large role ensuring the parks run smoothly every day, and you love all these people showing up. Rick is an outstanding example of how hard work and great opportunities can lead to success. Let's give a big round of applause. So it's great when we get to keep coming. Jimmy, how often do you want to come back? Once a quarter? And announce more tourism. More tourists, more tourism jobs. This year we had a great session. Visit Florida now for the next fiscal year. We'll have $74 million of Florida taxpayer money. We're going to make sure we get a return and get more tourists. The goal this year is 100 million tourists. And I'm sure, Will, you completely were there. We're going to get there, right?
I'm on board.
So now it's my distinct opportunity to introduce your mayor, somebody that cares about jobs, making sure this is the #1 place in the world to live, work, and play, Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
Governor, thank you. And before I start, let me introduce a couple other folks that are here that are equal partners for us. Governor Mike Merrill, who's the county administrator for Hillsborough County. I think all of us recognize that we are far better together and far stronger together than we are when we compete. And so the relationship between the city and the county has never been better, which makes us a far more effective force. Two of our other great venues are here today as well, along with Jimmy Dean from Busch Gardens. We have Tom Stork from the Florida Aquarium and Craig Pugh from the Lowry Park Zoo. I think both of whom have been beneficiaries of this governor over the last couple of years, and we are thankful for that. This is important stuff, folks. Not just for the success of our venues, not just for the success of Busch Gardens, but for our economy. I mean, you think about how this city has risen from the wreckage of the recession over the last couple of years, and how we've taken our place as one of the great American cities, and how we've led the state out of this recession by creating more jobs in the Tampa Bay area than any place else in the state of Florida. And part of it is because of entities like this, and because of tourism. This governor has been very, very supportive of those efforts. He's exactly right when he talks about jobs and the impacts that jobs have on the quality of life of the people that I represent, that he represents, that Mike serves. That makes a difference. Those are our friends, those are our neighbors, those are our family members, and for them to get a job and to be employed and to be self-sufficient and to be able to give a better quality of life to their children is a big deal. It is a big deal. Now, it's also equally important that we fund the infrastructure that provides the economic engine that drives a lot of this. This governor has been very supportive of our port. This governor has allocated over $200 million to Tampa International Airport, which is the gateway to the world for us. The gateway to the world. And as we embark on that billion-dollar expansion, we could not have done that without the support of this governor and this legislature. Because as TIA expands, as we plant Tampa's flag around the world, that airport increasingly becomes more and more significant and more important. So we got to get them here. We got to treat them right. We got to have great venues, and out of that will become a community that we can take to the next level. IFA is a wonderful example of that. In June of this year, not just 25,000 people that showed up at Raymond James Stadium to see this community, 800 million people will learn about Tampa, Florida, and we will dance on that international stage like we have never danced before, and it could not have happened without investments from the governor, from the legislature, from the partnership with Visit Florida. We are thankful. We are in this together. We're going to succeed together, and we will be a better place because of it. Right? All right. Now I'm done preaching. Let me introduce the guy that makes this happen at the state level, Will Seckham, the president and CEO of Visit Florida.
Mayor, thank you so much for your leadership and your support and the partnership. Governor, on behalf of the 1,125,000 Floridians that are employed in this industry, thank you for your leadership and your vision to bring tourism to the #1 level in the world. And I think that we're firmly on the path to get to 100 million visitors and to be the #1 travel destination. No pressure. But your leadership and vision and the support of the Florida legislature has been tremendous. We've seen the state's investment in tourism marketing more than double over the last 3 years, and I think we're seeing the fruits of that work. We welcomed more people to the state of Florida the last 3 months than any 3 months in the history of the state of Florida, and I can tell you that April and May look just as strong, if not stronger. So we're well on our way to another record year, and again, I can't thank you enough on behalf of all of our industry for your leadership and support. And I think that the message coming from the mayor is one that's worth noting. It's all about partnership. It's not Visit Florida. It's us working in partnership with our destinations and our partners, and that's best represented by my chairman, Tammy Gustafson, who leads our board of directors. And partnership works. The legislature did fund Visit Florida at $74 million, and yesterday our board of directors passed our marketing plan and budget, and the private sector will match nearly 2 to 1 the state's investment this year. We'll have a total budget of $212 million to promote the greatest destination in the world. So thank you for that. The future is bright, and we're selling the sunshine. So thank you very, very much. A great example of our partnership and working this together is the next speaker, Mr. Jim Dean, and thank you for all you do to make this the best destination in the world.
Thanks, Will. Thanks, Will. We really appreciate it. And we're so happy. A lot of thank yous going around this morning, but it is a great time to celebrate. We're having not only a great 2014 and a great run as Tampa Bay and as a region and certainly as a state, but I want to just take a minute to say thank you to the governor for coming. We're honored to host this event again. We really are. We're awfully proud to have the great facility that we have here at Busch Gardens and Adventure Island. I wanted to make sure that I welcome our other state legislatures and local elected officials. We're happy to have everyone here, and we're so proud to showcase everything that's great about Tampa Bay and all the other attractions that are here. We couldn't be more happy with the support we've gotten from Visit Florida. I know we're saying lots of thank yous this morning, but Visit Florida and certainly Visit Tampa Bay has represented us so well in all that we're doing in our region. And I just want to say thank you to the team here at Busch Gardens for doing such a great job. We're having a great year. We're going to open Falcon's Fury very soon. We've opened Pantopia. It's going to be a great new addition to our park. And we couldn't be more excited about the prospects for the future here with a governor like this supporting tourism, and we know what the tourist economy is about in our state and how important it is, and we're a big beneficiary of that. And I just want to say thank you, Governor, and thank you, Mayor, for all your help in helping Busch Gardens and our company. So with that, I'll welcome Santiago Carrata up for a few words. Santiago is the President and CEO of Visit Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Jim, and good morning. And we are really contributing to those numbers, Governor, here in Tampa, Hillsborough County. In fact, tourism is the strongest that it's ever been here in our community. Last year, close to 14 million visitors to the destination, spending in record numbers over $4.3 billion, 67,000 jobs in the tourism industry in our community with wages of over $2.2 billion, and all of the performance indicators are up over the previous years. Hotel occupancy, average daily rates. We are really having a tremendous year. In April, set a record in bed tax collections, most bed tax collected in any month since we've been tracking bed tax. So again, we are contributing to the success of Florida and to the region. And it's again through great partnerships. Visit Florida has been there with us every step of the way. And I'd like to introduce a very good friend of mine who's our next speaker. He's our partner. We love Visit St. Pete Clearwater. He's the Deputy Director of Visit St. Pete Clearwater, David Downey.
Thank you very much. Nice warm hug on this warm day. Thank you, Santiago. We keep talking about partnership, and this is true what it comes down to. I'm standing here and I'm looking at all these people. I've been with the governor in South America, eating some questionable food. I've been in the back of a van in South America with you in a van we didn't think would make it through the rainforest in Panama. I've been with Will all over the world as well. We are about partnerships. St. Pete, Clearwater, Pinellas County, Tampa. You know, when people come to visit, they don't make any distinction where the county line is or where any of the county lines are. People have this notion of Florida. When I think of Visit Florida, Florida is all of our destinations. We are a group that works together in partnership. This 100 million number, you know, Visit St. Petersburg Clearwater is Visit Florida. Visit Tampa Bay is Visit Florida. And this 100 million mark, if we don't get this 100 million, I've never heard of Visit Florida before. So, in seriousness, one more thing, going back to economic impact. Every day we're out there making the state, making this destination look beautiful. We have this idea that it's all fun and games and just a nice place to come visit. It is, but it's a very serious business. 83,000 people in Pinellas County alone directly employed by visitation, by the tourism business. It's the #1 industry in Pinellas County. It's the #1 industry in Florida. We are a microcosm the same way. Our numbers reflect your numbers, reflect the state numbers. March, we're going to announce Wednesday, is the highest single tourism month in the history of Pinellas County. We'll be announcing that next week. Although I believe with the crew in front of us right here, I believe we just announced that. So thank you again for having us. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to Will and Visit Florida. Thank you very much.
I think the mayor said it right. This is all happening because of partnership, because people are willing to work together, whether it's the city, the county, Visit Florida, Visit Tampa Bay, all these things. Everybody's working together, and we're getting more jobs for Florida families. The most important thing we can do is keep growing our economy, make sure every family has the opportunity for a great job. It's a great announcement today, more jobs. Thanks, everybody, for being here.